Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and I finally unlocked Jean's second potential. Yahoo! So let's go into level 80 for the Dark Phoenix. Now, you guys already saw the level 70 content. It was very good in ABX, GBR, surprisingly. Not as good in World Boss Legend, but keep in mind that was because I was using a CTP of Rage, where it's not as going to be as good. It's not going to perform as well as a CTP of Judgment. So that's really where I see the difference and the sort of the gap in her performance, and how you can sort of reconcile the GBR and the ABX performance and how amazing that is with the sort of lukewarm World Boss Legend performance. But I think that's going to change at level 80. We know how much of a bump that is. And specifically for Jean Grey, she doesn't have any ignore dodge, which is huge for Ultron. It's huge for Gore. It's huge for Null. Like, it's really important for a lot of these legend bosses. And so that's really why I think she struggles a little bit at 70 with a Rage. At least she wouldn't struggle nearly as much with a Judgment. And that's also why, because ignore dodge doesn't matter for those other game modes like GBR and ABX. That's why she does so well. So anyways, let's go ahead and take her up from level 70 to level 80. We have 30,000, almost 30,000 of each of the Titan component packs in Essence of Dimension, and we've got 13,000 Life Seed. I'm not going to use Life Seed just yet, but just out of curiosity, it's 50 Life Seed. Let me just move this out of the way. It's 50 Life Seed for the first one, but we're going to go ahead and just do 100% on these ones. And then we're going to use, well, we can use biometrics, but we can't use her biometrics. So let's just see here. If I wanted to use biometrics, it would start at 936. However, you can use feathers. It is also really expensive to use feathers, but yeah, I am going to use feathers to start here. That's 600. Okay, so you're going to need to know, and you're going to want to plan ahead that you're going to need these materials if you want to take Jean to 80. And why wouldn't you want to take Jean Grey to level 80? She's an absolute powerhouse. From 900, it goes up to over 1,000. So you're talking 2,000 bios to just get her to level 74. On the flip side, if you wanted to use feathers, you'd be using about 1,350 feathers to get her to level 74. I would say, from what I've seen thus far, it's probably safe to assume that it's better to use feathers throughout if you can. Now, you may end up stopping at level 76 or whatever because you ran out of materials, like as you can see here. Well, it's still 790. That's not bad. I'm still going to use that. But yeah, I would say if you're really tight on bios, and I know a lot of players are, I would say consider, getting her to 74, 76. She can still perform well. And then wait a couple of days, farm up those feathers, because the difference in materials is huge, right? Like 700 feathers is not that bad versus, let's see here. Let me choose a character that I can easily get bios for. Like 1,300 is not enough. 1,300 is not enough. That's crazy. 1,332 bios. You're talking like well over 4,000 bios in total to get her all the way built up. That's pretty nuts. We're going to use Titan component packs here, 970, just to try to balance them out between each other. But yeah, it's not even that cheap for those bios there. Black Panther, sadly, I thought he was going to get something. He's probably not. So we're going to use 1,500 bios. Wow, dude, it's way over 4,000. It's probably 4,600 bios there. X-Men Spirit to get her to level 80. It's almost 5,000 biometrics if you only use biometrics, of course. And again, wouldn't suggest using biometrics only. I would highly suggest using feathers for that entire process. But yeah, we got her to level 80 now. We have a pretty nice stat bump, over 120,000 base HP, just over 70,000 energy attack, and almost 30k or over on both defenses. Pretty nuts. Now let's see how she performs. Going back into this Null Stage 54, I expect this to be an absolute joke. I really expect this to be like a 1-minute type of thing. We'll have to see how it goes. My Rage didn't proc at first, so we lost a little bit of time there, but that's okay, because we're going to basically push him to, yeah, there we go. We want to dodge both cages. There we go. Gorgeous. Okay, we didn't dodge one cage. Oh, we didn't dodge either cage. Wow, that's really annoying. Okay, whatever. That's fine. This would have gone way faster if I'd been able to dodge the cages. The nice thing is, because she has guard break immunity, you never get knocked back. It's so good. But yeah, this turns from like a 90-second clear with a good run to just a blitz. Yeah, especially her tier 3 does so much more damage now. Like, her tier 3 was carrying her before. But yeah, we just added... And again, we lost 5 seconds, so that should actually be a 45-second clear. We basically cut our time in half. In half. That's amazing. Okay, we're not done yet. We're going to go ahead and test now. We're going to go back to Mephisto. I'm not that interested in testing. She did pretty well on Mephisto, but it was kind of a low stage. This is the one that I want to test here, stage 29. Ignore dodge is huge, and honestly, level 70s get punished so much on Ultron. It's very difficult for them to climb past like stage 25 for any level 70 characters. So let's see how she does now. Yeah, this is like a stark difference. I was doing barely half a bar. Yeah, we're gonna rip him here when he popped the tier 3. Oh, he iframed so far away. Are you kidding me? I'm getting so unlucky with these runs. Oh my god, he slid so much further than I thought he was gonna. He didn't iframe. He did that, but I thought he was gonna slide like into the wall in front of me. But I guess because I repositioned a little bit, this is so annoying, dude. Just let me blow up these bosses. Jesus, stop stalling. There we go. Like, look at that. There we go. Just I'll keep him in the corner here. So even if he tries to run. There we go. There we go. Absolute annihilation. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. There we go. Just half his life in 30 seconds. No big. No big. Just half of his life in 30 seconds. That seems like a reasonable. So you can see the jump, right? The jump from 70 to 80 is absolutely bonkers. And it's especially bonkers, like I said, for characters that don't have any ignore dodge, because it's so important for World Boss Legend. So I didn't want to leave people thinking that Jean wasn't strong for whatever reason. It absolutely has to do with the ignore dodge, and her kit has none, and you have to sacrifice so much damage on your build, or your team up, I should say, to get that ignore dodge otherwise, right? And it kind of ends up being not worth it. It's better to just take her up to Yo, if I got a little luckier there with the iframes, she could one-shot. She could one-shot that. That's crazy. A minute and 10 seconds. It could have been like a minute and 15 seconds to kill him. That's bonkers. Yeah, level 80 is crazy. The last one I want to test out here, we were super impressed. We were super impressed with Black Bolt on level 34 with this team up. I remember we tested that out back when I was in Croatia. We're just going to do the exact same team here. Exact same strikers and everything. I don't think she needs the reduced damage from villain strikers, Null and Apocalypse, I believe. I don't believe that she needs those. Her tankiness is insane. So let's see if she can put together the type of damage that he was doing, that Black Bolt was putting out without having the survivability issues. Now we were kind of late on our on our first rage proc. Okay, yeah, this damage is definitely less. This is definitely, well, I think it's less. I can't actually remember if this is less than, less than Black Bolt. I know that I'm off proc now, and I'm standing in the zone. I'm just trying to squeeze out a little bit more damage before he goes to the, before he does that last phase change. We won't do the whole fight here. We'll do the first half and see how long this takes, and then I'll go back and compare this to Black Bolt. But I'm actually quite curious to see how she does here. I also want to see how she does in this part of the fight, because yeah, she does have nice. Ooh, yeah, she's great AOE. Okay, let's see the AOE on the tier 3. If it's gonna hit both of them, it doesn't hit both of them. Okay, I wanted it to hit both of them on the left and the right corners. But I think she's doing pretty well clearing this. Nice. She hits both of them there. She hits both of them there. Nice. And then the second skill easily takes care of the last one. Gorgeous. See the pop-up? Yeah. We would have been able to do more damage there. I think we can definitely get that first phase done before the clones come up. Definitely. I think that's possible. Okay, let's just try not to die here. All right, he's gonna dash. And yeah, the nice thing is she can totally tank. She can totally tank this stuff. So remember when we were saying a couple months ago how much damage Gore does and how you have to be really careful? Not with Jean. I think he moves out of the way. Yeah, you gotta kind of stall a little bit. You're gonna lose a little bit of time because you gotta let him move. I just lost my tier 3 damage there. Yeah, we can definitely play this better. But I really like the fact that she can just tank all his damage. That's really nice. Yeah. Super nice. So underrated to just be able to tank it all. So underrated. And again, this is only tier 380. This is not tier 4. But yeah, love the fact that you can just kind of ignore his mechanics. It definitely trivializes this fight a little bit, which is nice because it's such an expensive character. You expect her to be OP. And she can just heal through basically all of his attacks, all of his damage. That might not be the case when you get to much, much higher stages. Like, you know, 60, 70, 80. He might do a little bit too much damage. But even then, I don't know. Her healing is really bonkers. Her healing is really, really good. So I'm very impressed there. But yeah, that's a little showcase at level 80. Let me know what you guys think. We're going to take her to tier 4 soon. I didn't want to focus too much on level 80 because I know everybody's going to get there anyways. And you guys want to see the big tier 4 advancement and the upgrade there. But I wanted to show you guys what she seems like in PvE at level 80 for specifically for World Boss Legend content. And the reason why I wanted to do that is because she seemed so mid at level 70 for World Boss content. Obviously, if she was that good for ABX and GBR at level 80, she's going to be even better. So that is absolutely something to look forward to. She can absolutely crush it. Like, she could probably carry, right, with enough peers, she could probably carry at tier 3 level 80, which is absolutely fantastic. So yeah, hit me up in the comments down below. Let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.